Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, so today we are bringing you the LG G7 battery life review. Now, we've had this phone for over a week now, really tested, put it through its paces, and I did my 1 heavy use day and my 2-day typically light use days. So basically to see how it really performs, if you really put it to the test against the most heaviest users out there, and how the maybe light user, casual user will use it with. Now, you guys really asked me for this review because of the fact of 2 things. One, this phone has an LCD instead of an OLED, which again, OLED typically saves you a lot of battery life, anywhere from 1 to 5% I would say on average for most users, just on the overall time of using it, especially if you have black wallpapers. It really helps out and saves you on battery life. Now, how do we conduct these tests? So one thing, we keep the settings out of the box. So the display resolution for this was its full resolution that it comes with. And secondly, you do also keep it at 80%. So this is at 80% brightness, just to keep a good average overall with the brightness. Now again, did I, when I go outside, use the super boost at times? Yes. So every now and then I did turn the super boost on, but overall this with 80% brightness, how long the battery life actually lasts. So let's go ahead and see the results. So first off, we can see that the screen on time, which is what most people care about on this phone, was going to be at 5 hours and 16 minutes. Now that is really respectable and about an average. So you're not getting a bad battery life with this phone. That's the biggest thing that I wanted to let you guys know in this video, is it is not a bad battery life. It is a good battery life overall. Is it the best battery life? No, the V30 did get more. This falls a little bit around the same as the G6 last year, but overall it's a good battery life. Now, what did we do for this heavy user experience? Well, we played YouTube for almost 2 hours, so that's a big chunk of it. Played gaming for an hour and a half, played navigation for half an hour, did social media for about an hour, although Facebook was the majority at half an hour, and those you could see are the biggest drainers in this. Now, the phone stayed idle for about 16 hours throughout this time frame, so just to give you a good indication of it overall. Now, idle means that certain things in the background can be idle as well, according to how LG does it. It's not the total, because the total usage was 16 hours and 46 minutes. So just to give an idea, and that is also, of course, the time that when it was at 100%. So overall, I think 5 hours of screen on time usage is going to be a good usage. How about for light users? Light users, as you can see, the total usage was doubled. So 30 hours, that only had 3 hours and 25 minutes of screen on time and over a day of the phone being idle, because again, I was very much light using it here and there at times. But basically overall the standby time was pretty good. I will say that I think that's where LG's getting the good battery life from, is the standby time, that it's really keeping it good, which is why it got to over a day usage. So can you get to the second day? Yes, but as you can see on the second day, we got to about a day and 6 hours overall with that. So keep that in mind, that you're gonna get to your second day, but not much longer than that. You will really have to charge it in the morning to have a good battery life throughout the second day. This is not a phone that can do the 2-day one, which is typical for a battery size of this caliber. So overall, is it a good battery life? Yes. Is it the best battery life? No. Just to give you an idea of how a similar phone ranked on this, the S9 Plus with heavy user got 13 hours of usage with 6 hours and 40 minutes of screen on time. So again, 6 hours and 40 minutes compared to this one, which had 5 hours and 16 minutes on almost identical kind of testing, and 16 hours of total usage here, whereas this one had 13 hours of total usage here. So more screen on time versus more standby time. And again, I think that's really what the LG is showing, that it really has a more screen on time presence. Not as much as an OLED would or can, but it does have really good standby time. So just to give you guys a good comparison between how this phone measures up to another phone out in the market with similar specs. So let me know what you guys think. Is this what you expected? Do you guys really want to see what the LG V40 will come out later this year with an OLED panel with LG's great standby time? It could have one of the best battery lives later on this year, but as for this one, it's still a good battery life. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you as always for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe up there. Make sure you follow us on social media right here. And of course, check out our latest video up there. And right down here, you're going to find the perfect video for you. Or at least that's what YouTube tells me. Thanks again.